Good morning. I'm Jennifer Torres, and here are today's headlines. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo has said conclusively that the attack on Saudi Arabian oil fields is an act of war by Iran, not Yemen rebels. President Trump looking into actions to take against Iran. Inspector General Horowitz appeared before the House Oversight Committee making comments about assessing irregularities in former FBI Director Comey's congressional testimony. This hearing setting a stark difference in tone to the subpoenaed testimony of former Trump campaign aide Lewandowski the day before. The airline mechanic who was caught damaging an American Airlines plane is now denied bail after allegations of his possible ties to ISIS. The Dow closed up 36 points yesterday, the S&P up 1, and the Nasdaq closed down by 0.23 points. All indicators holding steady and trading slightly up this morning in light of the gas price turmoil and the Fed's decision to lower interest rates once again, only by 1/4 of a point, to, as they say, cushion the American economy against the global slowdown and the U.S.-China trade war. That's What She Said. It is Thursday, September 19th, 2019.
Hi.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
That's what she said. Hey, that's what she said. That's what she said. Yes, that is what she said.
That's What She Said with Jennifer Torres. Is it Torres or Torres? Uncommon news talk with only half the bias and all of the innuendo. And now your nag of news, your dry box of information, your topic tramp, Jennifer Torres.
Good morning. Good morning. I am Jennifer Torres. That's What She Said. And welcome one and welcome all. As I switch over to my proper screen, as we like to start each day here, we want to start out with our good friend Stephen Payne. We're going to give him a call and see what he can tell us about our daily hello. Let's call Stephen, shall we? Ooh, I get so excited. You never know what he's going to say. Things could go completely sideways. Welcome to my life. That helps. Oh, no answer. See, that's how things work around here. We're going to try that again. Yes. Live, people. This is what happens when you go live. I love this so much. Here we go. Stephen, please answer the phone. Hi. Leprechauns, Daily Hello. Live on Mojo 50. This is exciting. I hear it's a fun day today. Arg. If he doesn't answer the phone, I can tell you right now, I'll just look the darn thing up and read it. I am not above it. He's not answering the phone. Leprechaun, I'm not feeling the love.
Good morning, Mojo 50. It's your daily hello. Happy little Friday, everybody. Today is National Pawpaw Day. Pawpaws aren't your grandpa. It's a creamy mango banana-ish fruit. It's the largest edible fruit grown natively in North America. It's been called the Kentucky banana, the hillbilly mango. As a matter of fact, Lewis and Clark ate them a whole bunch when they were on their westward migration. The day was started by Kentucky State University. It is also Talk Like a Pirate Day. Arg, me matey.
Yay!
It's National Butterscotch Pudding Day. Yum, love butterscotch pudding. How do pirates know that they are pirates? The answer, they think, therefore they are.
Oh,
yeah, I know, that joke is so bad. Me matey, that there funny should be buried in Davy Jones's locker. Hope it's a great day.
Arg. Bye, Lep. I don't even know what to say after that one. Bye, Lep. I think I hurt his feelings. Okay, seriously. There are so many excellent pirate jokes that one could use. My favorite being the one where he's got the steering wheel, the helm sticking out of his pants, and the bartender asks, why do you have that sticking out of the pants? And he says, it drives me nuts. I love that one. But we also love Leprechaun. Thank you for the daily hello. Butterscotch pudding, nasty. Papa's sounds slightly sexual. But let's get on to the next portion of our show. Our headlines brought to you by Cat Coolers. CatCoolers.com, where they keep your cold stuff cold for up to 7 days. And who knows, maybe more. Have you tried it? Have you challenged yourself? I want you to notice here on the website, which I have working, the coolers come in multiple colors. So they've got the yellow, the black, the white, and the camo version. And you can mix and match. So you can have a different color top, a different color body, and then you can also customize the cooler with whatever logo you would like on the top, which is really exciting. And this is why I say this is perfect for someone who's got a job site. If you've got a business, construction business, or builder or plumber or anything, or you're going to be on the job site, you get your logo put on your cat cooler. Not only are you able to keep your snacks and drinks and refreshments cold for up to 7 days, which, each day on the job site, not having to worry about it. Each time you open and close the cooler, obviously it's losing some heat, but it's going to stay fresh longer than those other brands. And then in addition to that, you've got your own branding on the cooler. This is an excellent opportunity. So go to catcoolers.com, use the promo code JENN, JENN, for 10% off of your cat cooler. Now, I know the thing that is really on everybody's mind this morning, that everyone really talking about, and I want to make sure that we address it, and that is, why can't I change my Facebook language to Pirates English? Okay? I did this every year faithfully on Talk Like a Pirate Day. And I also did it on the day when we would go to the Renaissance Festival. Go to the Renaissance Festival every year. That's a family thing. So Renaissance Festival Day, whenever we have Guavaween here, whenever we, any of our pirate festivals that we like to have here in the Tampa Bay area, I switch my Facebook over and it's Pirates English. And it's more for me just to be able to read things in Pirate-ese, and it put a smile on my face. It brought light and laughter to my day. The fact that Facebook has changed it so you can't do this anymore, it makes me sad. Apparently some pirates were offended. So no more. That was too much fun. You can't have that. These things are the reason why I want to just quit society sometimes. Well, at least the socials. What everyone is really wanting to know is what's going on with the Area 51 event. Our very own Brad Staggs, formerly of that other network, now with Mojo 50 and its daily show that runs every morning from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. until he decides to change it again. He is in Nevada right now, I believe, looking for aliens. I believe he has actually had a sighting. He will be keeping us up to date with all of this. So you'll need to go to Twitter. And when you go to Twitter, make sure you follow at TWSS on Mojo 50. And I will help you find Brad, and I will keep you up to date on what Brad puts out there. That's how I do things. As we know, concerning the Area 51 event, the Air Force Times posted an article last week, or you may not realize, but I saw this one pop up in my feed. A little bit of propaganda last week saying that the Storm Area 51 event had been canceled, and there were some who, bought into this, I guess. There were some who tried to turn it into a big music festival, and that really isn't an Area 51 thing. It's just in the area, but it's not 51. And that's the one. There is another one that's being sponsored by Budweiser and so on and so forth, and that's going to go on later in the month. The actual people showing up and going as close to Area 51 as possible. This is still happening. I hope that they prepped well. As I was listening earlier today, the nearest gas station is 45 miles away. and the temperatures are expected to drop down to 40 degrees at night. It's in the desert, gets cold. This is, you know, I'm hoping Brad and his cohorts are prepared. Visitors descending on a remote Nevada desert area, storm Area 51. No one knows what to expect, but there are two tiny towns that are close by. Rachel and Hicko, near the once secret military research site. They're expecting the influx over the next couple of days. They already know that they're having people in from all over the world. Connie West, whom Izzo called her this morning, and obviously he's Central Time Zone. I'm here in the Eastern Time Zone. This poor woman's still trying to sleep. She's getting ready to have her butt kicked over the next couple of days, and he just calls her. Not even thinking about it. So rude. Poor Connie. But she's cited in this article as you know, having a little cafe and motel. So it's one of the places that are getting booked up for the event. She's saying that she has, there are volunteers that have arrived from Poland, Scotland, Australia, Florida, that fits in, Idaho and Oklahoma so far. Neighbors, elected officials, event organizers. The whole joke with, you know, if there's a whole bunch of us, let's storm Area 51, and the guy just picked a day, and that if there's so many of us storming 51 that they can't stop us. Oh, it only takes some stopping a few people before everybody else decides, maybe I don't want to get shot. I'm going to turn around and go the other way. And we know now that the government got smart a long time ago and moved all of the alien stuff away from Area 51. It's now just a testing facility. But I found stories, so many stories on Area 51. This one, a Dutch YouTuber and his friend were arrested and jailed when they tried getting near Area 51. Two Dutch friends say they just wanted to get a good look at the mysterious Area 51 before leaving the United States, but they went to jail instead. And this is from yesterday. So, Thijs Granger and Govert Wilhelmus Jacob Sweep. That's quite the name. 20 and 21 years old. They were arrested about 3 miles deep into the Nevada National Security Site. Ooh, they made it 3 miles in. That gives you some information. The site is near Area 51, which has been a focus of conspiracy theories, blah, blah, blah. They say that we didn't have any intention to storm it because we leave on the day before the actual storming date. And we just wanted to go there. They just wanted to get a good view of it, they said. So they were arrested on September 10th. Both men told deputies that they could read, write, and speak English and had seen the no trespassing signs at the entrance of the site, but they say they wanted to take a look at the facility. What's the big deal? It's America. No trespassing doesn't really mean anything here. He is a YouTuber, Granger. He is a YouTuber. Deputies found cameras, a phone, a laptop, and a drone in their vehicle. They were getting ready to make the next big sensation. The two pled guilty to trespassing and illegal parking. But I love that. Just tack that on there. Illegal parking. Both misdemeanors. Nye County District Attorney Chris Arabia said they're sentenced to a year in jail in the United States for trespassing and illegal parking. But why? But why? These poor guys, they were getting ready the next day to go back home. And now what's going to happen? Is this going to become some kind of international incident? I don't know. We'll find out more when I come back from this break. In a second.
Hi, I'm Bill Freitas. Are you in need of pro audio equipment?
I need it!
PA systems, compressors, mics, stands, speakers, custom cabinets, new and previously owned, with affordable payment options. We promise. You need Musitech. M-U-S-I-T-E-C. Musitech. Call and ask for Frank. With over 20 years experience in the pro AV world, he can help you find the equipment you need. Visit us at musitech.net.
Alrighty. So, back to Ty's grandeur and Govert sweep. These two young men from, where were they from again? They're Dutch. The Dutch. We love the Dutch. The double Dutch. And they got arrested and sentenced to a year for trespassing. But it is, it's government property. This is no joke. You know, it's the Air Force. It's a testing facility. There are secrets there. So what do we need to do? Are we going to allow this kind of thing going on? No, we should not. And this kind of sets the tone for all the people that are getting ready to show up, like our own Brad Stack, showing up there right now. And, yeah. How many of them are going to get these crazy ideas into their head, and they're going to try and approach from all different places? And I don't care how much barbed wire and cow fencing you put up around a place. If people want to get in, they're going to try to get in. You know, you have a sign that says no trespassing. These dudes just walked right in, and this is after all the signage that they put in. I'm just saying. This isn't, ooh, look at that. The wind. I have a fan. Wait. But I did find out more. So I was all worried about them. But the sentence has been suspended. So they're going to end up spending a total of 3 days in county jail. If they pay a fine of $2,200 each. And then they're scheduled to be released today. So they also had to give up all their electronic equipment. So the things that they brought with them that they use for their YouTube business it's now the property of Nye County. It was important to us that these men serve jail time and pay a substantial financial penalty. Think about this. How many? $2,200, $2,300, a substantial penalty. Now, if it is both misdemeanors, but again, this is government property, so it's kind of, So just, a warning to you out there. They're looking for you. They're watching. If you're going to plan to storm a government facility, perhaps do not do it on social media where everyone knows you're planning it. Trump. You know what I'm saying? So, let's see. Again, confirming that this is definitely still going on. Reports online by national news outlets like Vice and BuzzFeed incorrectly said the festival was canceled. And those are the articles that the U.S. Air Force then posted on their website because there had been some kind of sudden falling out between the organizers of the event. There were some moments when it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, but just hours away from the first day of the 4-day festival, people are beginning to gather in the small town. Now, this is local reporting. This is from KTNV in Las Vegas, which is fairly close to this other event that's happening. So there's actually several gatherings that are going on. They are dealing with having enough gas in the area. They're dealing with having enough cell phone service in the area. And they're concerned about people being ding-a-lings because they show up in Nevada and it's not like they Google it ahead of time. You millennials, as much as you are on the internet, you would think that you would have more common sense. If something comes up, like if you're getting ready to visit a place and you book it on your Airbnb, you need to do a little research. What's the weather going to be like? What's the traffic going to be like? Get your Gas Buddy app. Check and see how much the prices are going to be. I hate to be rude. But speaking of our governments, there is the possibility that authorities are going to take legal action against Facebook over the Storm Area 51 event. So no one's sure exactly how all of this is going to go down, although we are all excitedly awaiting the effects. But local authorities are already considering taking legal action to cover $250,000 that the county has to spend to prepare for the potential onslaught of visitors. Now, hopefully they don't way over prepare, but you don't want to under prepare. I mean, that's the trouble with any party. So this kid, Matty Roberts, that created the Area 51, they can't stop all of his Facebook page. He did it as a joke, but then of course the event went viral. And this has led to, you know, all kinds of people showing up, but then they're also going to have Alien Stock, which is the one that's planned. You know, they're starting today and it goes until the 22nd. And that's the one that's in Rachel, Nevada. But just a few hours before the event was supposed to begin, I just keep touching my mojo. Are you watching me on video yet? Roberts and his partners backed out, posting on their website that they foresee a possible humanitarian disaster in the works and a lack of infrastructure and planning, risk management, along with the concerns raised for the safety of the expected 10,000 plus attendees. They've decided to transition Alien Stock away from the Rachel Festival towards a safer alternative. Okay. That's become the Area 51 celebration. That one's happening tonight in downtown Las Vegas. All right. So Lincoln County Sheriff Carrie Lee said as of yesterday that people have already started arriving in Rachel. So move it or not, maybe people didn't get the memo. Maybe Facebook cut down on your feed because they found you were dangerous and now the update and the information didn't reach people. So people still showing up in Rachel. The sheriff says, I'm not happy about it because you're looking at a county that does not have a lot of financial resources. It's not. It's very sparse. It's underpopulated. And this could potentially cost the county a lot of money. The county could still be suspended upwards of $250,000 or spending $250,000. And that's not including the salaries of the 300 plus first responders that they're bringing in to help cover the event. And that's money that the county shouldn't have had to spend, he says. He believes that Roberts is still the one to blame for the event, despite his last-minute ditch effort to divert people to Las Vegas. So, Matty Roberts is the one who started this on Facebook. So, our district attorney has opinion. His opinion is that Matty Roberts and Facebook stand to be partially to blame for this event. He already told people that this is a quote-unquote his event. He told some of the other event promoters that this was his event. And so I guess if it's his event, he's taking ownership of it, and then we know where legal action should go. I'm not an attorney, but that is what the Lincoln County District Attorney is saying. So Lincoln County planning on suing Matty Roberts. Oh boy. He better make money from this Las Vegas event to help cover the costs of what happens to Rachel and Nye County. So according to other news resources, local resources, Las Vegas resources, the district attorney's office is the one that's taking legal action against Roberts and Facebook. So traditionally, Facebook would be protected from legal action with something like this. We're just a publisher. We're just a platform. Anybody can put anything out that they want. But then they started censoring everything. So what they choose to censor and don't choose to censor, does that now make them legally culpable for bad effects from the things that they don't censor? See, Facebook, you stepped in it when you became a publisher as opposed to a platform. But I digress. I will no more naggy. Coming up from this next break, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. I don't know. I do. I'm going to to talk about the Fed Reserve, maybe. Definitely going to talk about doomsdays that didn't happen. Ooh, and Trump and the wall. Coming up in just a minute. Here on That's What She Said, Mojo 50.
That's What She Said.
Are you tired of high cable TV rates? Sign up for Dish today and get a $500 bonus offer while supplies last. Plus, lock in your price for 2 years guaranteed. Call All American Dish, your Dish authorized retailer now.
800-570-6630. 800-570-6630. That's 800-570-6630. Offers require credit qualification, 24-month commitment, early termination fee, and e-auto pay. Restrictions apply. Call for details.
The entrepreneurial spirit is to dream and to do. We are building America.
I'll give you 5 minutes on the air. Tell me what you love. Tell me about what you do. Tell me about your product, your services. I'm Jennifer Torres, and this is That's What She Said, 11 o'clock Eastern Time, Monday through Friday.
Building America.
Contact me, Jen at uncommontalkradio.com.
Mojo 50.
I love my entrepreneurs.
If you're trying to quit drinking or doing too many drugs, listen to me. You don't know me and we'll never meet. I had a problem like you once. I drank and used to party a little too much till it got out of control and almost ruined my life. I realized I needed help to fix my problem before it totally destroyed me. If you've tried to fix your drinking and drug problem and you know you can't do it alone, you need to call the National Treatment Advisors. They'll immerse you into a 30-day program to replace your old habits with new habits and totally change your life. And if you have PPO private health insurance, the entire program may be covered. Fix your problem right now before it gets any worse. Get clean. Call now and learn more. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252. 800-296-1252.
Hi.
Uncommon news talk with only half the bias. That's What She Said with Jennifer Torres.
Good morning. Can you hear me now? I can see, but I can't hear. Oh, I have so many things to do all by myself. I feel like such a big girl. This is That's What She Said. I am Jennifer Torres. Thank you for joining me today, whether you're joining me on video or on audio. If you are listening to the streaming on iHeart, we appreciate you. We do. But here's what we want you to do, okay? We want you to go over to mojo50.com. When you go to mojo50.com, you sign up, you register for free, and that gives you access to Mojo 50 TV. And I'm there. I'm there now, unless something goes sideways. Did something go sideways? Because I'm finding that with all the buttons to push and things to manage, I can't also manage social media. I'm not trying to do that during the show. It's a different kind of show. We don't do shout outs and stuff, although I will take a brief moment to give a happy birthday shout out to Royanne, who is her birthday, and she's one of our followers on MeWe and on Facebook. And I appreciate all of you. And if I missed anybody else's birthday, I apologize. I'm sure that you will let me know, and I will try to make it up to you tomorrow. You can also find out more information about me by going to uncommontalkradio.com. That is my website. It has information from the last show that I was on, this show, different production work, video, audio that we do. And you can get a free copy of Common Sense by Thomas Paine if you sign up there. And also find our Red State of Florida shirts. They're fantastic. I still have those available in 3 sizes. Jen at Uncommon Talk Radio is my email. If you have anybody that you would like to submit to me for the Building America segment. Excited about a new possibility that's coming up. We're trying to work out scheduling issues, and it's getting later in the week, so I'm not sure if it's going to happen this week. And I had somebody else that I was going to do, and they had something come up, and they said that they wanted to hold off on it. Somebody that I was going to talk about that's dealing with an immigration issue that they decided to hold their interview until after that issue because they have some things to say about the immigration process and don't want to have problems. And I respect all of these people very much. So we're going to do what's comfortable for them. I'm offering this as a platform. This is an opportunity for you to get a jump start on your thing. What's your gig? Don't be afraid. You know, I went to a meeting. And I'll get on with more of the socials. You can read. If you found me on video by now, you can read. Okay, oh, it's the other side. You, there we go. You can read. Ooh, I should be wearing my jacket. You can see my Oprah wings. Anyway. So, actually, I may put my jacket on now. I feel really uncomfortable. So, I listened to a talk from somebody much smarter than me. Well, I wouldn't say much smarter, but definitely more successful financially. I don't know how their life is, but successful financially. And there were a couple of pointers that they had that really stuck to me. And they just stuck. And so one of the things that they said was, and this is in, building the idea, if you're at a point right now where you're like, okay, I'm doing this thing and this thing isn't enough, what can I do? I'm spinning my wheels at this point. And there are many of you out there who are hearing me and you know exactly what I'm talking about. One of the first things that they, on the list of notes that I made was do something that is uncomfortable. I did something that was uncomfortable by starting this process of video yesterday. I have been working on it for a while. I've been working on it since the beginning of the show. Very thankful for the Musitech studios here and for Frank Torres with Musitech for building this out for me. And we did much of the work together, but the lighting is key with the green screen, if y'all know what I mean. And he nailed it. And everything has just been just this slow process. And each time I got a step closer, I got more and more nervous about this prospect of going live on video for you. And I went ahead and I pulled the plug on it. I'm just like, I'm going to do this. I flipped the switch and we're going to do it. And amazingly enough, it worked. And I'm here before you. Now, I don't know how the response is going to be, but I'm not suffering over that quite yet. If what I have to say and the content that I have to share in a libertarian attitude with a little bit of information from some of everything as a woman, as a sandwich maker, if that is something that people want to hear, that will bear itself out. And if that is something that people want to see, that will bear itself out. And the other thing that he said is find yourself a mentor. Now, there are 3 people, and it's a reach for the stars kind of mentor. Not like, your favorite guy at AA or, the deacon at the church. We're talking reach for the skies mentor. Not that there's anything wrong with either of those dudes. They're very nice people and good to have in your life on a daily. So for me, I'm thinking back, okay, so I've been saying for some time now, here's my list of heroes. Now, number 1, Brad Staggs is not my hero. And I've had his name in my mouth a lot today, and I forgot to bring my eggplant award. I'll bring that in so you guys can see it. I has eggplant. The Brad Staggs is my spirit animal, and that is different from being a hero. So when Brad's always saying, you don't want to meet your heroes because you'll have somebody and you kind of put them up on a pedestal and you assume they're some kind of way, and then you meet them and you find out they're really a jerk or not that special, that it's all the support staff around them that make them seem special. Okay. And Brad's absolutely right. That was the case in meeting him. But I wasn't let down because I didn't have high expectations. He is my spirit animal. We share the same snark, sense of humor, and just kind of lethargic expectation for society. So to meet him and see the way that he is and talk to him and get to know him as a friend, I have not been surprised because he and I are much alike. Okay. But my list of heroes, my top 3 are Larry Elder, because that man has to either have a support staff of 20 people helping him prep for a show, or he has just got this amazing brain with this intense ability for recall of detail, so that when he is talking and making a point, he can recall so many things that back up his point that make him so much more legitimate, just anything that comes out of his mouth. next person that would be on my list of heroes would be Beth Knott. And Beth Knott currently, see what I did there, working in mass media in the way that she used to. And also knowing her and knowing what she does day to day, I cannot in good conscience go to her and say, will you please mentor me? She doesn't have that kind of time. I know that for sure. But obviously, none of these people would necessarily have that kind of time. And the third person on my list as a hero is Greg Gutfeld. Gutfeld on the 5 is the snarkiest, funniest, angry cat, and his ability to put forth his libertarian views in that environment and to make them, because what we say here is very in the face of other people and traditional ways of thinking. And when you do that, if you do not deliver it with some humility and humor, it's not going to be received well. Then it becomes an attack. Then people start running for their safe spaces like their cat coolers. So I have to reach out to one of those 3 people, Beth, Larry Elder, Greg Gutfeld, and see if they will be my mentor. That's my challenge for myself for this week. I'll tell you about more things that you can do, but think about it. Think about it. Shoot for the stars. What's the worst thing that could happen? They don't know you from Adam. I don't have a green check next to my name. What's the worst thing that can happen? They tell me no. You know what? I just put this out there in the public. What's more uncomfortable than that? That's what we do here. Okay, so, and if you are listening on iHeart, I appreciate you. iHeart has still not yet approved my individual podcast. Apparently, they just have such a backlog of people like me who want to have their podcast up. Yes. Also, please find me on Facebook, Jennifer Torres. That's what she said. If you already Facebook. If you don't already Facebook, please don't start that habit. It's like, don't start using vape unless you're already a smoker and you're trying to find a smoking alternative. So if you're not already a smoker or a vapor, don't start just because you heard the commercial. So if you're not already Facebooking, please don't start. But if you are, please find That's What She Said. Give me a like. I need likes. I need people to like me. Also, I am on Parler, getting new followers on Parler all the time. I don't understand it. I'm on Twitter at @LPercolo and at TWSS on Mojo50. Hashtag Toppytrap. Hashtag Headline Whore. Hooer. It's Hooer if you're from the Northeast. And I'm on MeWe. That's our favorite non-Facebook platform. MeWe is awesome. Can't help but love MeWe. Hello to the jackholes. There's a fellow on there, Saddle Tramp. He did a fantastic impersonation of Trump, talking about China being jealous of his wall, but then he threw in some expletives, and I could not use it on the show. But he did win the prize for getting the best impression of the day. Thank you, Saddle Tramp. So I can bring down this graphic. Let's see if Jen can figure out how to do it. And let's talk about, what do we want to talk about? Our headlines. It's not headlines. This next segment brought to you by Combat Flip-Flops. That's right. Combat Flip-Flops, made in the USA, veteran-owned company. Now, I got an email from them. It was, these are the shoes. Honey, if you're watching, these are the shoes Mommy wants. I got an email from them because if you go on to combatflipflops.com and you register there, they send you special offers and updates and such. And the offer that I got through my email was for an additional 20% off of the men's MK19, excuse me. And that's nice and everything, but if you use my promo code SENSE25, 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 that gets you 25% off. So right now, the men's MK19 is on sale, 20% off, and then they have a promo code for an additional 20% off. But if you use my promo code, it gets you an additional 25% off. Do you hear what I'm saying, people? So go to combatflipflops.com and use my promo code. Coming up next, we're going to talk about my good friend Russ Haslage at the Trek Federation. Russ is the sweetest, most awesome person, and in charge of our sister network, Odyssey One. And Odyssey One, where you're going to find out all things Trek, and you're going to find out about Big Feet, and they're going to talk about new kinds of health therapies and things that are just off the beaten track, paranormal investigations, multiple universes, all that great stuff that you love to listen to at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and all of it available on podcast as well. And they've added some new shows that he was really excited about. The Trek Federation, what is the point of the Trek Federation? This organization started a long time ago with Russ and a friend, a very important friend. Oh, I don't know. He may have had something to do with Star Trek. And the idea being that people around the world helping people, no matter what it is that makes us different. And they do disaster relief. And right now, flooding, tornadoes, Texas getting hit hard. Hit hard, ring your bells. Texas didn't even ask for it. Not going to say what came to my mind. And if you reach out to trekfederation.com and you donate to them, 100% of what goes to them goes into the disaster relief. They don't take a bunch of money off the top to pay for overhead or administrative staff or so forth. This is all totally volunteers. And it's a fantastic organization. So that being said, I just wanted to get the chance to share that with all of you. And we're going to move on with the rest of our show. And I asked myself, what is the rest of my show? What was it I was planning on talking about next? And what I wanted to talk about next, this all kinds of stays in the same thing. So we had the Navy confirm that UFOs are real. So when I come back after this break, I'm going to go into that.
Hi, I'm Bill Freitas. Are you in need of pro audio equipment?
Oh, I need it!
PA systems, compressors, mics, stands, speakers, custom cabinets, new and previously owned, with affordable payment options. We promise. You need Musitech. M-U-S-I-T-E-C. Musitech! Call and ask for Frank. With over 20 years experience in the pro AV world, he can help you find the equipment you need. Visit us at musitech.net.
All right, I'm back. Can you hear me now? Yes. So this next story that I wanted to bring up for you, the U.S. Navy just confirmed that certain UFO videos are the real deal. And it's not showing the video. There we go. It's going to load up for you. So the Navy, now we know the Air Force is pushing back really hard. The Air Force is like, we don't know what any of you are talking about. All of this stuff is just, there's no such thing. Please stay away from Area 51. Please stay away from Area 51. And you can't blame them. You cannot blame them on that point. You just don't want people...
If I met another veteran,
sorry about
they
that.
were with another insurance company, I would tell them, you need to join USAA.
Oh, stop. Okay. No, you don't have to join USAA. Anyway. So this article and this one I found on CNN, but we'll just bring that down. With this footage that has been, it shows an object that is just hurtling through the air, and while officials say that they don't know what these objects actually are, they're not indulging in any hints either. So the objects in the video, they seem to be, these clips of 3 declassified military footage. All right. So they're calling them unidentified aerial phenomena. This is according to a Navy spokesperson. So that's just, how do we avoid using the term UFO and all of that connotation that it brings? So we're going to call it unidentified aerial phenomenon. Phenomena. And these clips came out last year and in 2017. And they appear to show fast-moving objects, oblong objects. You see what I mean? Fast-moving oblong objects captured by infrared. And two of the videos, and you can hear the pilot saying, that's an effing drone. Oh my gosh. They're all going against the wind. Look at that thing, dude. So the pilots themselves, these U.S. fighter pilots, seem to be really surprised by what they're seeing on this video. So the big story that, the Navy is saying, yes, this is a UFO, but they use a different term, an unidentified aerial phenomena. So it is a UAP. So, and again, I remember we did the research. We found more of those sightings happen in the summertime. Is it because when it's hotter, more UFOs come out? Is it better weather conditions for a UFO? No, that's not it. Nay, I say what it is that it's the summertime. More people are out in general. More people are out at night in general because it's not cold, it's not miserable. And there are more sightings from the Northeast. So people start, if you're outside more, you have more of an opportunity to see things that seem unnatural. But in the days of drones, can we really say that this is something that is alien? I don't know if I necessarily buy that, but always willing to stay open-minded. Now, getting back to walls and maybe not storming Area 51 and those two Dutch boys who saw all the no trespassing signs on U.S. government property and decided to just keep walking anyway. Made it in 3 miles. We had Trump yesterday. He invited the press to a portion of his wall that is built and is being built. Now, I found the coverage, and I do like to do this at times, looking at the way the media actually covers something. So the headlines on this one, top stories. So you do your search. Trump border wall. Top stories. Trump touts newly constructed border wall sections. Okay, I don't think the purpose of this was for him to brag about his wall. The next one, love this, NBC News. Trump's border visit draws few spectators. Trump shows off his border wall. Trump's wall is alive in Hungary. Okay, so apparently, and there are other nations that he mentioned that are interested in our technology and how we're building this wall. They're so impressed with it. What? We have so many amazing people and engineers and people that we can draw from to make sure that what we build is something that's going to last for a very long time. It's going to be effective. You're going to do it. You're going to do it right. And isn't the American way to do it up big? I think so. Protesters and supporters greeted Trump in San Diego. That has nothing to do with the border wall, but they popped that up in my top feed. Anyway, I wanted to share this video with you. Listen to Trump as he's talking about, this is the very beginning of the segment that they showed, the way he describes this wall, please.
What's inside of each individual slat, and you'll see it's a combination of steel, concrete, and as one of the folks just said, it really is virtually impenetrable. Any walls that were put up would get knocked down very quickly, very easily. This wall is not something that can be really knocked down. I guess anything can, but this is very tough. And it goes down 6 feet. It's 3 and 4 feet wide. The concrete, you see it right here, it's exposed. And I might ask General Semonite to say a few words about it. And I'd like to bring them right up, look at the inner tube to see what happens, because after the wall is up, we pour concrete, and concrete goes into the tube. And in addition to that, we have rebar. So if you think you're going to cut it with a blowtorch, that doesn't work because you hit concrete. And then if you think you're going to go through the concrete, that doesn't work because we have very powerful rebar inside. So it's a very powerful wall, the likes of which probably to this extent has not been built before. This is a...
Okay, so in listening to him talk about this wall, in listening to the way that he discusses this, and this is the reason why I think this is being done. First of all, as you listen to him talk about it, you can tell the man is a builder. regardless of, how many billions he's made, how many businesses buildings he has built. That's how he has started. That's his roots, is in construction and construction companies and building and properties. And you can tell he understands this process. And it just kept begging the point, like all of the ICE people that were on the ground with him as a part of this, we're talking about, this is what our agents said that we need. And he tried to find ways that he could cut costs to the American people, and the agents said, but if you do that, it's not going to work. And the architects and the people involved said this, it won't be as effective. This is what we need. So that's what they did. I don't think the reason why he did this yesterday had anything to do with him trying to shut up the Democrats or show off. I think it had everything to do with helping to continue to cut back on the number of people who are showing up to the border illegally thinking that they're going to trip across. We have had so much bad press over years now, and we know that much of it has been funded by democratic, socialist, underhanded organizations here in the United States, funding the misinformation that is sent to Honduras and Guatemala and other third world countries saying, hey, you can get in. You can get in the United States, and here's how you do it. As long as you can get your butt to the border, however you have to get your butt to the border, all you need to do are say these things. Once you are inside, it becomes catch and release. When your feet touch the border, they don't have to send you back. You then go into the process, no matter what. I mean, all of the misinformation that they've been given. So catch and release stops. They're not getting across the border. That's the idea. They have no choice but to go to a normal port of entry. Now, we still have lots and lots of wall left to build, and this is a process that started decades ago. I believe it started with Clinton. I'm fine with this wall being built. This is also a part of national security without a doubt. This will not eliminate, but severely cut back on the amount of drug trade coming in through South America. All drug trade is not Mexican drugs, as we've already learned. Some of it's Chinese. You never know where it's going to come from. If they know that we have a porous border, they can come from anywhere in the world and insert themselves into our gaping holes. That is what she said. Now, something I wanted to talk about yesterday and ran out of time for, and I want to pop into this really briefly, and I don't have anything nearly as hilarious as exploding cow semen. And I apologize. I will do better. I will. I don't take myself that seriously. But everybody talking about the doomsday. So we've got Alexandria Cortez. She just recently was cited as saying that Miami's going to disappear in the next few years due to climate change. Bye, Miami. We gonna miss you. The United Nations is convening their Climate Action Summit. We must take action. And Greta Thunberg was on Capitol Hill this week telling lawmakers that they must act now. But while data from NASA and other top research agencies confirms that global temperatures are indeed rising currently, a newly compiled retrospective indicates the doomsday rhetoric is perhaps a little overheated. You see what they did there. So, Competitive Enterprise Institute has put together a compilation of apocalyptic predictions. These things go back decades, and none of them came to pass. We're not talking, somebody in the 1600s saying that something was going to happen. We're talking about these people were saying these things in the 60s and 70s. There was a fear that the world would experience a never-ending cooling trend in the northern hemisphere. That claim came from an international team of specialists, and that one was in the New York Times in 1978. The Associated Press AP headline from 1989: "Rising seas could obliterate nations," UN officials say. That article came from UN environmental official warning. And that everything had to be reversed by the year 2000, or that was going to happen. There's so many things. So if you want a Want a little damage control when you've got somebody getting on your nerve about a Green New Deal? Competitive Enterprise Institute. And look up this little bit of information. I'm Jennifer Torres. This is That's What She Said. I would love to give anybody else a shout out, but unfortunately my MeWe is stuck, and that's what's happening lately. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks for being here with me. Mojo 50.
That's What She Said. Every news story comes with a happy ending.
Graduation parties,
bar mitzvahs,
weddings, it's all coming up fast. Have you found the entertainment yet? You need a DJ, a KJ, or an MC with experience, quality equipment, and a killer playlist. You need the World of Audiovisual Event Services. Waves. Visit musitech.net and book your Waves entertainment now. Waves.
Fuse AV, the fusion of today's technology with custom design. Ease your business into the 21st century while retaining your company's style and branding. We custom design audiovisual solutions for businesses big and small. You'll be so successful your wife will finally quit her job and make sandwiches like she's supposed to. Ow! Educated in sound engineering with decades of experience, visit musitech.net.
Visit musitech.net for more information about Fuse AV.